Hello Virgo, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the month of July. Zeke can't decide whether he's in or out today. Zeke's my cat, for those of you who are new here. Hello, my name's Rachel. Thank you for subscribing, and please like the video. If you have a finger to press the button, that it helps push the video out to other Virgos. And, at the beginning of July, finances may be challenging for you, or there may be something that you're looking at changing. Because you actually do have the tools, you have the brilliance and the know-how to increase that. Or maybe also for some of you, it's something to do with your health. But I did hear the word poverty, so if something's happened in that realm, you will find that you have the resources to meet something or to get something done, but you may be doing it in an unusual way, in a very creative way. You can still do it. And you also have an offer, a small offer coming in. Something that may have you juggling your finances a bit, or juggling more than one practical issue, is what I heard. There's definitely a change that happens in your finances or in your value system at the beginning of July. Something where you felt left out, or you were left out in the cold. Maybe at work, or maybe just something shifted. And it may have shifted, leaving you with less to play with or less to produce, I heard. And with your decision making, there is an elder, someone who's pretty sorted in their own world and who wise and good at advice. Ooh, there's two elders. There's feminine power, feminine figure, where it's a feminine energy. There's a grounded feminine energy, and there's also a spiritual feminine energy. This could be one and the same person with both of those attributes, or it could be just two separate people, like, I don't know, for example, a mother and a auntie or sister, or just a beloved friend, or someone who's in a position of authority. One of them is, well, both of them are in authoritarian positions. They're both people who rule their own domains very well. They both look very serious. Well, the more earthy one is less serious, but yeah, the spiritual one is very serious looking today. But there is the sun, so there is light being shed on what happened with either your financial situation or with the health, someone's poor health. I feel like this light is new ideas, and it may be that one of these two feminine energies is bringing you balance and helping you to move towards your goals, or helping you to see things differently, I heard. So, or you may be seeking out some kind of mentorship or some kind of guide who helps you see things differently. Come on, cards. Ooh, and taking a playful attitude to life, and meeting up with like-minded friends or sharing social time, creating some kind of circle of people that you have a close resonance with. And threes, that's interesting. That just came in for Leo as well with the threes. You've got 3 of Cups and you've got 3 of Wands. So whatever it is you're creating, even if it's just in your head and in the head stage is the first step, because you've got to think it through and then believe it and then take inspired action. And I feel like with the information that's coming to you from this strong feminine influence, it puts you in I think a nice position, in a good sunny position, in a more playful manner. It helps to lighten things up, and it aligns you with the right people to enjoy and get enthused by. Like enthusiasm, brings back that enthusiasm. There might be a bit of partying or drinking involved, but whatever you decide to drink, be it water or wine. The social aspect, I feel, is bonding and helping you. Helping you make a decision on your plans, and your plans may be further afield than just where you are currently living or where you're currently at. I feel like your plans are to reach further afield. And you may have a what? Maybe someone who's like overbearing, or someone who's watching you and wanting to influence you with action. Or someone who's also another ruler, but this one's a masculine that's in your environment. It may be your boss, if you have a boss, if you're not self-employed. And there may be disappointing news around that coming in for you, to do with travel. And that might be something that has you feeling like your hands are tied, or to do with expansion. Sorry, not travel, but it could be travel for some of you. It is travel. But to do with expansion, you may get some disappointing news, or someone telling you can't, and whatever they tell you makes you feel restricted or bound and tied by what you know. And I feel that you are focused on creating emotional stability for yourself, and that's a really good place to be at. And creating that with people who you are either getting to know, or people you know and love and trust. And whatever this other influence that came in or comes in, I think because of how things have been presented, you're leaving it aside for now, but there will be some kind of call to action because it is connected to your work. And it may have you looking at your work contract or what you've signed up for. And it may have you looking at what the long-term benefits or long-term effects or benefits are. And that might be quite conflicting for you, looking at the truth of what it means or how it could play out. So there is also the opportunity for some kind of long-term financial stability or success that's connected to the feminine elder, the earthy, grounded feminine elder. Oh, that one. Number 41. So I did see a 5 as well at the bottom there, which I feel like that's to do with change. So I'll put that out. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is change. So this one card is the seer. So it may be to do with changing how you're seeing something. And keeping that happy, sunny perspective, Virgo, I think that really does help. Let's say future prospects, decisions to make, seeking guidance. So these two feminines, I feel they are guides for you. And maybe one of them is in the earthly realm. So one of them may be a mother figure or some kind of boss that's feminine. And the other one may be someone who's already passed over. So you may get guidance from them this month. And it could be it could be seeing them in your dreams, or it could be that you're going to see some form of psychic or advisor. So it could be one or other or both. And that was the seer. You may be also cultivating your own powers of intuition and learning how to see things through using tools like crystals or energetic tools, or training your mind with meditation or something like that, so that you can help yourself. Or you may be learning from a mentor. That's the other thing I see here is mentorship. So you may be getting some kind of mentorship in something that will assist you in assisting yourself. Help you help yourself. I like that. Oh. Well, you've got 2. Ishtar Lionsgate, 888, number 44. So that's the sun, the lion strength, the Leo lion. So you might be connecting with your Leo energy in your chart, Virgo, or you might be connecting with the Leo. Either way, you're getting the strength of a lion for July. And I feel like in that picture that it's all centered around the third eye. And this one also is centered around the third eye. So yes, strengthening and deepening your connection to your spiritual life and to your spiritual connection. So getting downloads or just receiving really clear information that you cannot put off, that you feel is some kind of calling that you're being asked to act upon. 2 is 4 as well, which is stability. So I feel like Spirit is giving you guidance on how to stabilize your life moving forward. So whatever action you need to take that you know you need to take, allowing that information to help you feel motivated rather than paralyzed. That's a great message for you, Virgo. Feel motivated. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Wow, that's really powerful. You may have some form of coping mechanism, or it could be an addiction that is the way you cope with things when it all gets too much, or you feel like things are falling apart, or too much responsibility or something like that. And changing your focus to a coping mechanism of meditation or your connection with God without those addictions, or whatever your version of God is, which could be the universe, it could be spirit, it could be love. You could meditate on love or something like that. So that might be helpful for you to look at, is to loosen your grip on addictive ways, and changing your focus to replace what you're aiming for that you know is not so healthy. So replacing that with something that really is healthy, and doing that consciously so that it has time to really take root in your lifestyle. That's awesome. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And show you that card. And I feel like number 4 is very prominent for you, and 41, maybe 5 as well. Lots of 4s. So if you see 4, it's a sign that you're moving in the right direction. And in this card, there's 2 people falling. So you are not alone. Even if you're single, you are not alone. There is someone who's actually going through the same thing as you at the same time. And if you are partnered, it may be your partner that's going through this with you. So you're not experiencing it alone either way. Oh, I love that, Virgo. Have a good July.